You are essentially broadcasting the weather, Ricardo. The weather. What is the weather like today?
It's very gloomy for Madrid fans.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But we're gonna talk all about it, guys. You're in the right place. You're gonna be able to let out your emotions today. Let it all out. Scream and shout. Just making sure this is looking right. Okay. See how well they can hear us.
Let me know in the comments how the audio is, if we need to fix anything.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Okay, wait. I'm just making sure that. Can you look at my laptop and just see how much more I need to zoom in? I don't want that.
Yours, there you go. You're fine. Oh.
Okay. How does that look?
That was fun.
Okay. All right. Lots to talk about today, guys. We are in for something. We just want to say, okay, big to start off, guys. How well can you hear us? We don't want to start talking a lot without you guys being able to hear us. So please let us know down in the comments. I'm checking them right now. Do you think audio 100%? Okay, we have the.
We got some PSG fans.
We have the go. We have some PSG fans here in the chats. So we're essentially going to be discussing everything from the point of me waking up and starting to see the news, kind of what Ricky and I were talking about yesterday when the news started circulating around that Mbappe was thinking it over, that he might be staying. Ricky, what were we saying yesterday? Start us off with that.
So I was on social media seeing the reports that, Mbappe is deciding on staying at PSG. And so, he was sitting across the couch from me and I was like, there's no way. This is all like a tactic just so like the fans and the PSG fans don't eat him alive in the last game. I was just like telling him, I was like, I kind of want to tune into that game, see the last 10 minutes, see if he gets subbed off, see if he does a little clap around, thank you to the fans. I was like, there's no way. No way. Why would he want to stay? What? I mean, and that's the conclusion we came to. We're like, honestly, he probably gets his family gets a little more money too from being like in the media and whatnot. But I was like, there's no way. There's no way. In my head, it was 100% secure for Madrid since last year.
One thing is clear, Mbappe has played with the clubs, but not only the clubs, but the fans. In my opinion, this changes Mbappe's career forever.
It has to.
The way he's seen.
It has to.
I mean, you guys know, like for example, WWE, where every single wrestler kind of has like their stigma, whether they're a fan favorite or whether they're hated by different teams. For example, Modric, the type of player that no matter if you're a Barcelona fan, I feel like you can't really hate. Everyone has those type of players. But there's also players like Neymar who, even if they're at the club, they're still hated. They still have this sort of like resentment. I feel like Mbappe, I don't know if he's been influenced by being in a locker room with Neymar for the past 3-4 years, and he's been fed this whole idea of always looking to get the most money out of contract, and it's kind of changed his personality, and now he's become into someone that literally people in the comments are saying Mbappe snake. He's become a very snake.
Kylian the villain.
Kylian the villain, literally. So just to kind of continue with what you were saying. Last night when we were talking, I was telling Ricky, this is all, just just kind of summarizing what he was saying. This is all in order for him to have that one final game in Paris at PSG, have a proper send-off, have the fans hoping and thinking that there was still potential for him to renew and not boo him in his last game in Paris. I would have bet $1,000 that Mbappe was in Real Madrid. This has been, to my life, the biggest turnaround that I've ever experienced in this sport. And we were talking about how in this sport nothing is certain.
Yeah.
And this to me felt like it was extremely certain. I have not seen anything of this caliber ever before, where a player is he is in the club and he has said it and things like that. He came out with the book saying that he was going to be that his dream was always to play for Real Madrid. It's unbelievably it's unexplainable. How he has used Real Madrid for the past, it gives me trust issues. It gives me trust issues because it's like, I
know him and Benzema were friends, sure. But there was more than that. Like whenever you'd see like the pictures of him in the locker room at with the French national team, like they were buddies.
Yeah, no,
exactly. Like Vini would go up and shake his hand against the game, like, and it leaves you thinking like, did Mbappe know this all along?
Exactly.
Was he playing with Real Madrid all along to milk more money? Because honestly, he knows the people he's dealing with at Qatar or whatever, and they're loaded. They can just throw money. So was this like some huge elaborate plan? Maybe he didn't come up with it, but somebody was like, look, play your cards this way, be friends with them, like play every possible angle, and I guarantee you can milk them for like 3 more times what they would have.
Yeah, because if you look at his contract, guys, and if anyone has more knowledge on contracts, please enlighten me in the chat.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna read off the astronomical contract that Mbappe has been somehow able to pull off
Allegedly,
from PSG, allegedly, right? And to put this into perspective, last year when Real Madrid offered 200 million euros to sign Mbappe and PSG turned it down, essentially what Real Madrid was going to do was grab those 200 million that they offered PSG and distribute those 200 million to Mbappe in his contract. The reports that said that Mbappe was going to be getting 100 million signing bonus from Real Madrid, and salary was probably going to be like the 35 million per year. Well, once again, this is where I say, correct me if I'm wrong, but all the reports are saying that the signing bonus that Mbappe is going to be receiving at PSG is not 100 million like Real Madrid offered, not 200 million, but 300 million. 300 million. I mean, what in the world? And then I also saw something about his yearly salary to be 150 million. Now, once again, if you actually think logically, it's not even a logical number. It's not a logical number when you consider that all the other contracts are.
But none of this thing has been logical.
None of it has been logical. I want to see what you guys have to say in the comments real quick to this. Quick shout out to Real Talk with Oscar Montiel. $10 little donation. We appreciate any donations. Reminder, guys, that we're actually not tomorrow, but Monday. We are flying to Madrid to be there for the atmosphere for the Champions League final. We're still looking for those tickets for the Champions League final. We're in talks with some people potentially to fly over to Paris too and enjoy over there. If any of you guys are going to be there, contact us. Maybe we can meet up and have a chat over everything. But real quick. This shows Kylian was the puppet master PSG Real Madrid with the puppet strings. How can I get in contact with you? Because I would love to discuss Real Madrid with you. Yeah, we'll talk more a little bit about that. Really angry right now. I feel your pain. Kind of going back to the story I was saying. This morning I woke up and my phone has all the different notifications for Real Madrid news. And you get up, you go to the restroom early in the morning, and you start scrolling through those notifications, and it was filled with notifications. Absolutely filled. And just all of them saying Kylian Mbappe from all the different sources that I've identified to be reliable. Obviously Fabrizio Romano, Mario Cortegana, like all these different ones that usually have pretty, on point information. All of them saying Mbappe has decided to stay at Real Madrid, at PSG. And I couldn't believe it. Even for a while, I told you, you came and talked to me and I told you, I'm still 95% certain that Mbappe is not going to come to Madrid anymore, but there was that 5% glimpse of hope that as the hours have progressed since that moment that I woke up has just probably diminished to about like 0.5% now. At this point I've essentially given up. Let me quickly read a little more of your comments. 300 million signing bonus, 100 million per year after tax plus bonuses. Yeah, it's essentially the numbers that we were talking about. The 300 and then the 150, maybe ranging to 100 per year.
I think it's a 3-year contract from what I've heard. So it's a relatively short contract, but
yeah, it's a really, but yeah, like look, David Fitzgerald is saying talking about the faking his friendship with Benzema to just keep adding fire, oxygen to his fire that he's gonna go to Real Madrid, all with the final end goal of knowing that PSG and Qatar have all the money in the world, knowing that they would just keep offering money and he was just milking his money.
And add to it that his family's probably getting a lot of money from Kylian's name being thrown in the books and his mom reporting this and that and telling his little brother to report this and that. Like the family was liking the spotlight. They were.
Ooh, we had 100, but that's not dollars donation. But anyways, thank you. Yes, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's talk a little more about something. Oh yeah, this is something that you wanted to bring up. Why stay at PSG? Logistically, forget the money. Why stay at PSG? Talk to us about that.
I mean, okay, as much as I hate to admit this, PSG has a good project going on right now. You know, they obviously have Messi, Neymar, Mbappe is a big part of the project, right? But I mean, Madrid's in the final right now.
Yeah.
In the Champions League final, Madrid eliminated PSG from the final. Obviously, like, you know, if you're Mbappe, you're thinking, like, in the next few years, like, who do I have a better chance of winning
The Champions League
with? It's a tough question. It's a tough question because, you know, you do have some players from Madrid aging, but at the same time, you know, if you go to Madrid, you change that project around.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you have the egos at PSG. Like, it's clear that the atmosphere within the club is not
Toxic.
it's toxic. It's very individualistic. Like Kylian's fishing for money. I guarantee you, the 22 other players that are under contract with PSG are fishing for money too.
How do they feel? How do you put yourself in the shoes of Verratti, Donnarumma, Hakimi, even Messi, Neymar? How do you think they feel about this? How do you think they're gonna be able to step on that pitch to train and just look at him and be like, you know what? Like, yeah, you're Mbappe, you're a fucking phenomenal player, but like, you are actually like what you did is pretty fucking crazy. And he probably kept them under. Like, they didn't know either.
Man,
it's not like he kept them in the loop. He played his own teammates.
There's no way. It's crazy. Oh, another donation.
Another donation, €5. How is UEFA allowed? Yeah, okay, so that's another good talking point.
We're gonna get to.
Very good talking point. Yeah. How does UEFA allow such a thing? You know, we talk all about this whole financial fair play, blah blah blah. We see Barca struggling to literally enlist players into their squad because their salary cap is too damn high, and you have over here PSG paying Messi how much per year?
30 million euros.
Which. Okay, yeah, 30, and at Barca was more, so I'm guessing he lowered his salary in the end, which is pretty surprising because I would have thought Messi would have kept a similar salary going to PSG. Regardless, a high-ass salary for Messi, a high-ass salary for Neymar. I don't even know how much Donnarumma signed for, but I'm assuming it wasn't a very
all those
little.
free signings they got this past year, like,
Yeah,
they're free, but PSG pays up by giving them more, net yearly income.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like, dude, their salary is worse than Barca was with Bartomeu. Has to be.
I mean,
has to be.
that Barca team, there's no way they had contracts as big. I mean, Luis Suarez, they're probably not paying him that much, and then Neymar back then was not getting paid that much either. So PSG salaries are officially higher than Barca's ever were, especially whenever there are reports saying that due to the pandemic and, you know, most clubs lost a lot of money. PSG was reportedly had lost 700 million due to the pandemic in the past couple seasons. 700 million, and then apparently their salary cap, the amount of salary altogether they're paying the whole club is 600 million. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to be paying Mbappe over here 300 signing bonus plus 100 per season. How in the world does that add up? How? Please, someone that's good with like accounting and all this stuff, please explain to me how that is possible, how that is fair. I know that Seferin, the UEFA leader, organizer, whatever you want to call him, CEO. I know he's good friends with Al-Khelaifi, and PSG is probably in bed with UEFA, and that's how they're able to get through this. This is the only logical way that I can explain
Man City was able to play the Champions League last year. Remember, they weren't supposed to.
They weren't supposed to, yeah, technically.
Somehow, some strings got pulled, and we're like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know.
We just had this comment from someone, Doobie, saying when money wins over passion. If it is true that Kylian Mbappe's lifelong dream was always to play for Real Madrid and win trophies with Real Madrid, that is very sad, and that speaks a lot about his character. And I mean, I hope most of you guys in the comments agree with me, and you can kind of let me know down in the comments. I'm trying to read them as we kind of talk. Mbappe will never come to Real Madrid. I never want to see him at this club. The way he used Real Madrid to get a bigger contract, the way he took advantage of the team, the way he laughed at the club, I never want to see him set foot with a Real Madrid jersey. And I don't think Florentino will let that happen because that is what most reports say, that Florentino said this is your one and only chance to join the team, and I am 100% behind that. If you don't join this summer, you're never gonna see Real Madrid again, and you're never gonna wear their colors. And I fully stand behind that. I don't think there will be ever a scenario in which Mbappe joins Real Madrid now, and if he does by any means,
he'll be hated.
I personally, I won't be a fan. I won't be a fan of him. He'll never win Ballon d'Oro. I mean, the fact that Ballon d'Oro is a French trophy now, a French trophy. And the fact that he is French, he probably has a big influence. And if PSG were ever to win the Champions League, which, if I'm being honest, it's not a crazy thing.
No.
Like, it could definitely happen within the next 2-3 years. I think Mbappe could win Ballon d'Oro. But I just think Mbappe internally will never be happy with himself. Like, how can you? But if you just said no to your dream for money.
Yeah, like, okay, but the Ballon d'Oro is voted by.
It's voted by captains, by managers, but also by reporters.
Okay.
So it has an influence from many different angles. But like I said, if PSG were to win the Champions League, I find it hard that Mbappe didn't get the Ballon d'Oro. Or if France were to win it and Mbappe was the main protagonist of that, I would find it hard for him not to win Ballon d'Oro.
Yeah.
I think he might win Ballon d'Oro at some point in life, but I don't care about him. I don't care. Like, honestly, I have lost 100% complete respect for Kylian Mbappe. Before we started the stream, I was just sitting there kind of processing everything, and I told him, I just had a vision of Casemiro fouling the shit out of Mbappe, like just completely taking him out. If he gets a red card, I don't care. And then just looking at him and spitting at him. If that happened, I would just probably marry Casemiro. Like, that's all I want. Or if FC Porto plays PSG, Pepe, please, Pepe. Or Ramos in practice, please. Let's talk a little bit about Haaland.
Yeah, and that kind of goes with another talking point, like the timing of the whole thing. With Haaland, like, obviously you guys know, like, he just basically signed with City, and Real Madrid goes from at one point thinking they had Mbappe in the bag for sure, and maybe 70% Haaland in the bag.
Yeah. And then look where we're left at now, which it's sad. Obviously, it sucks. But it is something that I guess we put ourselves prone to. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Even though it kind of makes me a little mad, I fully stand behind the team. I feel like this makes me more of a Vini fan now. Like, I'm just gonna be like, Vini, like, you are the savior. We are putting our eggs on your basket. Like, lead us to glory now. The club is yours. He was probably thinking over the past couple months, like, yeah, next season's probably going to be tough. Mbappe's going to come in. He's definitely going to take my left wing position, and I'm going to have to adapt to the right wing. Now Vini's probably like, this is my freaking team. This is my club. Like, this is down to me. I feel like looking ahead to the team, they're probably, I want to say they're more united. Like, this even unites them more. They're just more like, you know what, we don't need him. We can do without him. We just reached the Champions League final. Whatever way that we did it, via those comebacks, whatever, we are in the Champions League final, and we're just gonna give it our all.
And that's the thing, there's with that money that you didn't spend on Kylian Mbappe right now, Real Madrid can distribute amongst like the team in general.
Yeah.
Which it can be obviously in theory a good thing, right? Because you have Modric aging, Cruz aging, same kind of, maybe not to that extent, but you have the whole the foundation of Madrid aging.
Mm-hmm.
So it was evident. Like, you guys do need Benzema's replacement, but you guys have other issues within
internal.
Yeah, so I'm like, you can distribute that money now in terms of Real Madrid looking for a replacement for Mbappe. Funny, you're replacing a player that was never your club. But anyway, In my opinion, there's not a good candidate right now on the market.
There's not a good candidate, but look, here are and this is just me kind of using my brain and thinking what Real Madrid could do with that money. So now what? We have 200 plus euros, that million euros to sign players. And Real Madrid Florentino is gonna make it up for us, guys. Florentino is gonna be like, look, I didn't expect this, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna make it up to you guys. Obviously, the defense is already getting solidified with Rudiger coming in. I feel like Real Madrid still needs a right back, but I don't know if this will be the summer to sign a right back, just because Carvajal's actually had a decent season. We just renewed his contract. This might not be the year to sign a right back, even though that's a position that I think we need. Midfield, obviously, we need someone else. And Tchouaméni, I've been seeing many tweets and reports that after this Mbappe saga being over, all focus in Real Madrid have shifted to Tchouaméni from France. And I mean, that's a phenomenal player, a player that's already playing with the national team, starting with them, doing really good. A transition to a midfield from Casemiro, Modric, Toni Kroos to Camavinga, Valverde, and Tchouaméni, with Ceballos as like a backup. So Ceballos has been playing really good the past couple months, weeks. That would not be a bad midfield. Camavinga is playing phenomenal. Valverde is showing a lot of potential, and then like I said, Tchouaméni, and then up top, you already have Vinicius Jr., who is gonna own that left wing for the next who knows how many years if he keeps playing the way he's playing. Obviously, Benzema's on his way out. We do need to get a striker. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see because Mbappe was supposed to take that role. Haaland was supposed to take that role. We'll see what we end up doing. Benzema probably has a good year or two left in him. Will Madrid activate the Lewandowski option? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, we'll see. The fact that Lewandowski is also already on the older ages makes me question him a little more. But at the same time, Lewandowski is a player that comes in and he will provide 30 goals in a season, whether that's via assist or directly scoring.
But the thing is, you don't need a striker for next season.
We don't. But here's the final thing I was going to add. What if you're bringing a player like Bernardo Silva?
I mean, yeah, but
I feel like that would be Bernardo Silva, a player that will play on the right wing for you, and he is a specialist in assisting, just to give the ball to Benzema and Vinicius Jr. And at the same time, you have Rodrigo, who's still developing, and he's obviously, we've been seeing the past months he's had. I don't mind just working with that team and continuing to develop them. I don't mind that personally. What do you think?
Bernardo Silva is a player I respect and I love to watch him. I wish he would have gone to Barcelona when there was talks. But I don't think he fits the Real Madrid team that's right now. I think they have very different playing styles. Bernardo Silva is a type of player that likes to slow the ball down a lot. He likes to move the ball around. And I'm not saying Madrid doesn't do that, because, I mean, they can, obviously. Mm-hmm. But normally Madrid is known for getting wingers that have teeth and that will kill you. Yeah. Bernardo Silva is not the type of wing. Great fucking player, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Top tier. But it would be an interesting transition to see him there. Yeah, it could be very fruitful, but it's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Madrid player right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, I see your point. Madrid has normally had wingers that are just on the faster, more goal-scoring type personalities.
Isco was never.
No, well, he didn't really play.
Asensio was never the fastest either. No. So that's where I'm like, okay, maybe he could, be like an upgraded Asensio.
Here's another one. We've all been hearing about the rumors about Salah wanting to leave Liverpool.
That I can see very well. The Champions League final, though.
Yeah. Obviously, there's all the rumors, or not the rumors, but all the drama that Salah seems to be spiking up. He keeps talking about us and it's not actually revenge, but it is. I feel like he keeps contradicting himself. He's like, it's not about revenge, but it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let's calm down, Salah. But still, a player that I don't hate. I would not mind if Real Madrid went and signed Salah. I think I'd be really happy. Having Salah on the right wing, Benzema up top, and Vinicius Jr. on the left. I think that's pretty phenomenal. So right here, this guy's saying Mbappe did what is best for him. Real Madrid needs to do what's best for them. There should be no hate towards him, or let this talk about him continue. Mbappe did what is best for him. Sure. Mbappe did what is best for him. and Real Madrid is going to do what's best for them. Yeah. Football doesn't end. Real Madrid will continue to do fine. Mbappe, I'm sure, will continue to do fine. Both will go on their separate ways. Whether we hold our own right to our feelings on him, if we want to hate him, if we want to love him, or stay neutral with him, that is entirely up to whatever fan. I choose to block Mbappe. He will not be a player that I support, that I care about. This to me is a stab in the back, and that is why I'm taking this decision. You guys can let me know down in the comments how you feel. I feel like most people are also saying, screw Mbappe, but I want to hear from you in the comments.
He did what's best for him financially. I mean, I don't know. I mean, with Madrid, he was still going to get a shit ton of money, don't get me wrong. But it's just like, for what, dude? For what? Why? I just don't know. I don't know. Like, and again, like, if it's true that his dream was always to play for Real Madrid, is he doing what's best for him?
I just can't see him. I just can't see a player having a successful career by staying in Paris in Ligue 1 your whole career. Because he just lost the option to go to Madrid. Whether Barca wants to get him in the future, who knows? His contract is for 2 years with this is a rumor, 2 years with a potential third year. So it's technically a short-term contract. It's not like he's signing a long-term contract. So obviously his goal is to think about the next move after PSG. But like I said,
just to welcome for more money.
The doors are, obviously, yeah, and that's another thing. If he wants to go to another team ever in the future, he's gonna have to take a salary cut. No team is gonna pay him more than this. So he's gonna have to take a salary cut, and that taking the salary cut is usually taken as a decline in your career. You know, that's when you're admitting like, okay, I'm not playing as good anymore. I'm gonna take a salary cut, blah blah blah. He's going to continue to be kind of like a laughing stock because he can't go to Madrid anymore. Like I said, I don't know if Barca will try to get him in some future, but even then, and put him in a scenario that he joins Barca when it's just commonly known that his dream was always Real Madrid, it's going to be a little bit weird. Like, I can't see Barca fans.
Okay, but think of that rivalry. Real Madrid,
it would be pretty crazy.
The whistles in el Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Mbappe celebrating.
Yeah. I mean, it would make an interesting story. Ricardo's like, I love Mbappe. I mean, could he go to the Premier League in the future?
Yeah.
Who knows?
City's the only team that can afford to pay him.
Yeah.
A similar salary.
Yeah, potentially. It does. Yeah, this guy put Nikhil Bora we lost Haaland for Mbappe. That's what bothers me the most.
Yeah.
It does leave me with a.
And the timing of the thing is just all weird. Obviously, like you mentioning, you lost Haaland for Mbappe, but also like, why reveal this a week before the Champions League final?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it just all coincides with it being the last game for PSG, and that's when the decision had to be made. I don't know if this necessarily has to do with the Champions League final, but in a sense it kind of comes at an unwanted time for Real Madrid, because you don't want to have all this drama when the team is trying to focus for a Champions League final. The team, and obviously I don't know, but I'm hoping Ancelotti and the whole club is making sure that the team is fully focused on the final and not on this whole Mbappe thing. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on Zidane to PSG?
I mean, Zidane's a good manager. No way around it, but yeah, I mean, apparently that's what they told Keaton. That was one of the deciding factors for him staying at PSG, was the fact that they told him Zidane was going to be the manager. This is what I'm thinking. Like, you have to have a manager that has a big ego. And honestly, Zidane probably be a good manager to control if Neymar stays, if Messi stays, if Mbappe stays, right? I mean, I mean, we all know the ego that's surrounding the PSG team. Zidane could be the guy. He could be the guy to be like, no, I'm the fucking top dog here. I had the career like you did. I saw what happened to people with big egos.
I think, I mean, I agree with you.
Pochettino couldn't handle it.
No.
Tuchel did a good job, but
overall, couldn't handle it either. I think Zidane has been the only, not the only, but one of the few managers that has shown to be able to manage egos pretty well in the dressing room. I mean, he did with Real Madrid when he had Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know if Benzema was much of an ego at that time. I think Benzema's personality is a little bit different, but handling that Ronaldo ego and other stars is definitely tough.
We've shown how much United's been struggling with that. Somebody said Nabry to Real Madrid. That would be a good option.
It's another option.
Nabry's top tier in my opinion. I think he's very underrated. But anyway, continue.
A good player. I've never been a huge Nabry fan. But yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that he's not a bad player.
I saw firsthand what he can do twice.
I don't know. I mean, there's going to be a lot of options, but the fact that Real Madrid will bring in a winger, I think it's pretty certain. Yeah. There's no way we're not going to go this whole transfer window with just Rudiger and a center mid. I think someone will come in, whether it's Salah, Nabry, Bernardo Silva, who's also been rumored with links out. Sterling, I don't know, man. Sterling's a good player too. Someone, and someone that comes in with not a lot of pressure. Because I feel like whoever Real Madrid buys, I don't think they're really buying them with like a whole sense of like, you need to change this team. I think they're just buying them like, we wanted to bring someone else. Come in, see what you can do. Yeah. See what you can do with this club, and if you do good, awesome. If not, then whatever. Dembélé and Pogba to PSG too. Nah, man. With Mbappe, okay, that brings me to another point. Going back to the why Mbappe is staying at PSG, the reports are saying one of the reasons was that PSG promised to bring Zidane. The other reason was that apparently PSG promised him to get rid of Neymar, which is pretty crazy. Where would Neymar go?
The Prem. The Prem's the only place.
Manchester United. I don't know, man. I don't know where Neymar could go. I don't know a team that really wants to pay Neymar what he would want. I don't know. But if
again, Neymar's that player. He went for money, and nobody wants him now. Nobody wants
exactly.
him.
Exactly. Neymar is the first example of what Mbappe just did, and look what it turned out for Neymar. Neymar left Barcelona, where he had a great project with Messi, with Luis Suarez,
loved by everyone.
A good team, coming from winning Champions Leagues, loved by everyone. He left everything that would have been the kingdom for him, just like Mbappe could have had at Real Madrid, for money. And look at him now.
He left the year Barcelona beat PSG 6-1.
Yeah.
Mbappe stayed at PSG the year that Real Madrid knocked him out of the Champions League.
When all odds were against Real Madrid and they still managed to do
it. Real Madrid fans get a glimpse of how Barcelona fans have been feeling the past 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, you always talk about how much you hate PSG, and obviously I understand it, but now it's just like...
They took everything from me. They took...
Yeah, explain what all they took.
Messi. Everything. I wouldn't be surprised if they get Luis Suarez. They reunite
MSN.
And now, I know you wanted to hint at this, but they promised Kylian, allegedly, that they were going to bring in Dembélé. The final stone that they can take from Barcelona. Dembélé. Fuck off, dude. Why you gotta take a jab at Barca again, man? Just leave us, man.
I don't know, man, but yeah, PSG's also leaving this reputation of if you come fuck with us.
But how can anyone stop them? How right now they're a team that's in the come up. Obviously, with all the money they have, they're still a fresh team. Yeah, they have a little bit extra, but imagine in 10 years when they keep up this act and the money's not gonna run out. It's how is it fair for any of the other teams? And we're just there how is that fair? How's that who's gonna stop them? How can you stop them?
This was the whole point of the financial fair play, right? Financial fair play was put in place to stop teams like City and PSG. Yet City and PSG have become the two teams that essentially own UEFA. So how are these teams owned by the fans, by just businessmen, gonna compete against these states like Qatar, the Emirates, Russia, all these different countries and states that just own money and are just pumping in money. I don't know. Guys. Some people are saying to sign Benfica striker. Núñez, yeah. He was really good. He was really good against Liverpool when Benfica played Liverpool. He scored like 3 goals and 2 of them were like barely offsides. He obviously played pretty good against Barca. He had a really good Champions League season. I feel like Real Madrid also has the PTSD of Jovic. Haller's another guy. I feel like after Ajax got eliminated, like everyone kind of forgot about him, but he did have a really good group stage. I mean, there's players out there.
But it's like when Barcelona had the 200 whatever million from the Neymar signing, and everybody just jacked up their prices because they know they had the money.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen to Madrid.
It might happen to Madrid. Well, we'll see. It's gonna be real interesting. Mahrez, like I said, there's a lot of options, and I feel like a lot of these players, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Coman, Gnabry, all these players Salah, all these players that we've been talking about have shown interest in leaving their respective clubs at some point this season. So I feel like all those players that we've named have some sort of potential to leave. And they can't be fully discarded. We'll see kind of like where the rumors and where everything starts kind of guiding us. But I guarantee you guys it's going to narrow down into one of those players right there. And also you could throw in Haller, you can throw in Núñez, and who else am I missing? Someone else that we just said. We'll see. Let's see. Are there anything else that we wanted to kind of talk about? The timing before the Champions League final, it's not ideal. How Mbappe's career is affected now. We'll see. At this point, we can only sit back and just see how everything develops. How Mbappe's career turns out, the amount of hate that Mbappe gets, the amount of just see. Just wait and see.
Obviously, this affects the whole transfer market because everyone in their head. The Kylian move to Real Madrid was the stepping stone that influenced the whole market. Because then PSG was gonna need a striker, so then there's still a striker from this team, and then now this team, and it would trickle down.
Yeah,
it was gonna be a big changes of strikers for every team, and now it's kind of like
we still have the question about where Ronaldo's gonna go.
Yeah, but I don't think.
No, I'm not. I don't think.
And I think Ronaldo and Neymar are similar in the sense that they're both coming towards the end of their career. Obviously, Ronaldo's still older. They're not players that you build the project around. They're players that can be like a temporary placeholder.
Yeah.
So, maybe, but I feel like Real Madrid in their heads are like they moved on from the Ronaldo. I know you guys love him, and obviously like just as much as I'd love to see Messi back at Barca, but it's like what's best for the project.
Real quick, guys, let me stop you. So here is the text message that Kylian Mbappe sent Florentino Perez reportedly, saying. Florentino Perez, I inform you that I have decided to stay at PSG. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to play for Real Madrid. I hope you understand my decision. Good luck in the Champions League final. And apparently this has been Florentino's response. I regret what has happened in the last days. They have broke the dream you had since you were a child. They had broke the dream you had since you were a child, was Florentino's response to Mbappe. If you're Mbappe and you receive that message, what do you think? What do you say? What do you think? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. What do you always learn when you're a kid? Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Mbappe just gave up on his dreams for money.
We saw what happened to Neymar when he did that.
Unbelievable.
He got complacent.
Unbelievable. I see a lot of you guys asking about Reece James. I love Reece James. Both times that Real Madrid has played Chelsea this season and the past season, I think Reece James has been phenomenal. I think he'd be a really good right back. I would love to have him at Real Madrid. with that being said, I'm not too sure on his contract status currently, and also I'm sure Chelsea would want a lot of money for him. Yes, they're going through the whole transition of changing presidents, or owners. So I'm not sure if that could maybe facilitate that. Shoot, I would love to have Reece James if he came. I would love that. People are saying Anthony from Ajax too, a good player. I haven't watched him play too much, but I have heard a lot of good things about him. Would be an interesting one.
It's funny. The comparison between Haaland and Mbappe was so relevant these past few months.
And now,
and like you see, you go from Haaland, obviously going to City. Maybe for the money, but I don't think so. I just think he liked the project that they had.
Yeah.
But leaving the team by giving 500,000 euros worth of gifts to his teammates, the training staff. He gave all of them Rolex.
Yeah. I mean,
and you go from Haaland being that's top tier, dude. That's top tier.
Yeah.
Giving your teammates a gift, thanking the fans the way he did. Going from that to Mbappe snaking like this.
What Haaland did is respectable, man. He knew that he was in a position to get the best contract of his life, and he didn't once say, I'm going to Madrid. He was just we're gonna see. I am interested in Madrid. He even said I'm interested in Barcelona. He said I'm interested in many different teams. And in the end, he made a decision based on whatever sporting project, money. He even left himself a clause that allows him to leave after 2-3 years if he so wanted to go to Madrid. And City understood that. Haaland, I think he took it a different route than Mbappe. Haaland never played with our emotions. Haaland never played with Real Madrid.
With no one.
No, Haaland did what was actually best for him, and that's it. He didn't use anyone. Mbappe used everyone. Him and his family. His mom was always in the scenes saying, oh yeah, blah, 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 Mbappe, blah, 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 blah. Shut up.
Same with his brother.
Shut up.
Same with his brother.
They'd be out there posting pictures of Mbappe packing. Mbappe's looking for houses in Madrid. Literally, they posted a picture of all his stuff already packed, just adding fuel to the fire of Mbappe's going. Are you really telling me that they went and packed all that stuff up just to take a goddamn picture and post it on social media to add on to his whole dilemma? It's fucking unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Props to him for having the mind to do such a thing. But fuck you.
Straight up.
I'm just reading over here throughout you guys' comments. We already have a good project going. We should stay calm and look at proper prospects instead of throwing money at random players. I 100% agree with you. Yeah, I mean, the whole rumor that came out with Ancelotti saying we need to give Richarlison, pay 70 million for him.
That's a Barca type move.
It's a Barca type move. If we pay 70 million for Richarlison, I'm going to be very pissed. Because I think he's a decent player. That's it. Plays for Everton. Please don't bring Richarlison. Please don't bring Richarlison. Please. Florentino, if you're listening, please don't. Florentino's response was just phenomenal to Mbappe. I love that. Perez is a beast.
Who?
Perez is a beast. Brilliant response from Don Perez, yep. We'll see if we ever see Haaland at Real Madrid. Shoot, I mean, like I said, he left that clause in his Manchester City contract saying that he would have a 150 million release clause if Real Madrid wanted to come to get him. Which, if Real Madrid comes and gets him, it's because he's been still, killing the game. And at that point, he'll probably be worth those 150. So I'm not against that. I have lost all respect for Mbappe. Yup, Tchouaméni. I would love to see Tchouaméni at Real Madrid. It would be a good transition from our midfield. Haaland left all doors open. Yeah, which was respectable. Haaland leaving all doors open. He didn't play with anyone. It was publicly known that Haaland was leaving Dortmund. We all knew that. It's not like he ended up staying in Dortmund. And even if he would have stayed in Dortmund, that would have been, the end of the world. And he just tried to do what was best for him. That's fine. Let's see. They have broken the dream that you had since you were a child. What a
And
response.
I'm a Barca fan. In theory, I should be happy that Mbappe didn't go to Madrid. Because let's be honest, if Mbappe goes to Madrid, it'll be years before Barca really gets like a solid shot at La Liga. But honestly, I'm at the point where the Premier League's killing it. You see all the money that they're bringing in just by TV rights. I miss the era of having the best players in the world in La Liga.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Mbappe move to Real Madrid was the start of rekindling that fire. But so yeah, honestly, I'm a little upset as a Barca fan. I'm like, I wanted what's best for La Liga because I know if Mbappe goes to Madrid, that means more money for Barca. Indirectly, you know, I get the TV rights.
Yeah, El Clásico in Las Vegas, like all those things bring in more money.
So I'm like, dude, this further hurts La Liga. This further brings us down. It's like,
yeah,
fuck, dude.
La Liga needs to get back. Someone said, how about Dybala? I don't, no Dybala, guys, no Dybala. Dybala, his career's done.
Yeah.
Let's see. People are saying Hazard is about to hit the gym. Se va a poner las pilas el Hazard. Nah, I mean, Hazard is another player that I don't really care about. If he does good, I'll be happy for him. But if he doesn't, then I didn't really expect much more out of him.
He's one of those things where you gotta lose all hope. And maybe.
Yeah. At this point, it's like it's whatever with him. Let's sign La Pulga. Yeah, guys. I mean, at this point, I feel like we've gotten all the emotions out. I feel like we wanted this to be a way for you guys to also channel your thoughts, channel your frustrations, channel your angers. I felt like I needed this too to get it all off my chest. We felt like we owed this to the channel. We didn't get to make a video. I didn't get to make a video for the Real Madrid versus Betis game yesterday. I was out in rotation for school. I wasn't even in town, and I was actually currently driving as the game was going on, so I couldn't even really watch it too well. So I didn't really want to make a video. It was also Real Madrid's last game. They weren't really playing for anything. I think it was just more of an exhibition friendly match. Both teams went out there just trying to finish out the season. I could tell Real Madrid was not trying to have any players get injured. They just kind of took it as a chill match. It is a little weird to go into the final having tied the last two games and rotated a lot of players. But I'm hoping the players are 100% focused on the game. I'm glad that we don't really have any injuries. The only real one is Alaba, and Ancelotti said that Alaba's going to be 100% ready to go for the final. With that being said, is he going to actually be ready? Is he going to be game fit? Would it be smart to play Alaba? I don't know. I do want to add some final things. As we already said at the beginning of the stream, we're going to be going to Madrid, and our goal is to vlog it. Put that vlog out there, maybe like a daily vlog. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, this is a phenomenal time to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Like I said, we're gonna be. I want to go to the Bernabeu. I want to go to Valdebebas. I was telling Ricky that maybe usually before big games like the Champions League, the clubs like to open up the training grounds for fans to go watch the last training match or things like that. You know, for the press conference and all that stuff. If we're able to maybe go to the training grounds and watch Real Madrid train, I feel like that would be really cool. We're gonna do a lot of different things. Yeah, the stadium tour for sure. I wish Bernabeu was already finished. You know, the new Bernabeu. But even then, it's gonna be phenomenal. We could go to Cibeles. There's a lot of different things we're gonna be doing. So you're gonna want to subscribe and stay tuned to those vlogs.
And all your donations help a ton into our trip. Just makes it a little more fun, a little more just enjoyable for us. So again, guys, thank you to all you guys who donated. It means the world to us.
Huge thanks. We've been going for a little over
50 minutes,
45 minutes. Yeah, a little like 50-ish minutes. I don't know if there's been any news that have come out during the live stream. Let me see just real quick. Some people are saying Kylian Mbappe has signed his contract at PSG. Official announcement is coming. Yeah, people are saying that he just signed his contract with PSG. Yeah, screw that guy.
Mbappe's bid.
Screw that guy. Shame. Such a shame. But yeah. What yeah. I'm speechless with this. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Thank you all. We had, I think the most I saw was around 315, which is a phenomenal number. We have 269 watching right now. If you haven't hit the like button, huge reminder to do so. This will still help position our live stream a little higher up, so people that weren't able to join in on the live stream can see this video, this video later on. So please make sure you hit the like button right now. I see 160, 164. Can we hit? Let's see. Let's put a goal. I mean, we have 268 watching. I think if we hit 200, it's not an impossible goal.
Yeah.
Can we hit 200 likes? Can we hit 200 likes? We're at 167 right now, guys. Let me. I'll give some shout outs right now. Mr. Killer 123, you've been very active. Vini is destroying Trent in the final. Fuck yes. Vini's gonna be taking it to Trent. Why not? Also, it's gonna be curious to see what Liverpool players are fit for that match. Fabinho, Salah, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez have all had injuries in the past couple weeks. I feel like most of them will be able to come back, but surely there's one that might not. And I feel like that one might be Fabinho, in my opinion. So let's see. Teddy Lagonico, love you guys so much. Thank you, man. Thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. Some people want the PSG versus Nets live reaction. Unfortunately, I gotta go. I have some other events that I need to go to, so I'm not gonna be able to react to that one. But I don't even care about him. Screw Mbappe. I don't care about reacting to him. It's a waste of time. Hassan Mirza, much love to you, man. Thank you for the support. So excited to watch your reactions after each game. Thank you very much, man. We love making it out for you guys. We love that you guys enjoy it. A big $10 donation. Larry Ramos, big shout out to you. Thank you so much. It's been a while since you guys did a live stream. I remember watching the Liverpool versus Madrid live stream last year. That was a phenomenal time.
I'm liking the live stream.
The live streams are a lot of fun, guys. And one of the big reasons why we didn't do as many live streams in the past is because Ricky was in college. He was not living with me.
Yeah.
So sometimes it made it harder to kind of set up a live stream. With the school, it's been a little tougher, but hopefully in this near future, we'll be able to do some more live streams. Usually, Champions League live streams are a little tougher for us because they're during the day, whereas La Liga are during the weekend. So maybe we can look forward to more live streams for La Liga, and if we ever can for the Champions League, that would be fantastic. Ushtab Mainali, I probably butchered your name, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support. Let's see, Harshit Saxena, love from India. Thank you, man. Ala Madridi nada más from Jahovani.
We're so close. We're so close.
194. We need 6 more likes, and then we'll finish up the stream right.
Oh, you said it right.
Are you guys brothers? We are brothers, indeed. Prediction for the Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Real Madrid takes it 4-3. There's my prediction.
That'd be a good game.
Imagine.
That'd be a good game.
Jose Gomez, big shout out to you. Thanks much love. Big fan from Bangladesh. Nahid Hassan, Nuclear Atoms. You're an OG, man. I remember you from a long time ago. Love from Bangladesh. Get Ronaldo back. I don't know about all that. Daniel Khan. Ooh, 208. I didn't even look at the likes. 208 likes, guys. Thank you so much.
You guys killed it.
You guys absolutely killed it. We had a phenomenal hour spending it here with you guys. As you can see, we're kind of switching up the studio a little bit. We're still revamping it. Like I said, the studio before was in one of the open rooms, but now that Ricky is moving in and he's going to be here, he's going to be taking that room, which is why we're having to move the studio around. So there will be some changes in the coming future, but with that being said, guys, oh look, Donald Duck, a Bayern fan if I'm not mistaken. You literally just got here. Yeah, man, you missed out on the whole stream, but you can obviously go back. With that being said, guys, we're gonna sign out for now. Thank you for all of you that watched. We have 213 right now, 214 likes. We really appreciate all your support. Pedro de la Rosa, thank you, man. You're from Mexico. Hey, a la Madrid, viva Mexico. This new studio is great. Yeah, we like I kind of like having this little desk. We're thinking of obviously having the laptop over here so you guys can see it, and then just putting a little TV in the front. I think that would work out pretty nicely. With that being said, guys, as I was already signing out, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, turn your notification bell on. Those live vlogs starting Monday are coming. Monday, going to Madrid and then potentially to Paris as well. With that being said, we're gonna end the stream here. And let's see, where did we end it? Oh, we're ending it over here. All right, guys. Much love, Ricky. Any final comments for them?
Thank you guys for joining.